Deion Sanders' team is 9-3 now, and a lot of people are saying that where the haters at now. I mean, they winning.
They might not make a bowl game because they last lost 2 weeks ago.
So they still 9-3.
But I'm saying I thought we was on HBCU though. Y'all done went over here to the white man with this white man team, a predominantly white team, a predominantly white city, and Jackson State University is also still winning without Deion. Nobody have even mentioned him. As a matter of fact, I got invited to their game December 7th by the players. And I'm going to be on the sideline with the players December 7th for Jackson State University. I thought we were promoting HBCU. Remember, it was hashtag HBCU. Not hashtag Deion Sanders, not hashtag Travis Hunter, not hashtag whatever that boy name is, Sanders Jr.
Yeah.
I thought we were hashtagging HBCUs. That was the narrative. So we didn't start hollering Deion until he went to Colorado. So I'm still at HBCU with Jackson State. Y'all see me at December 7th.
Let's say you own let's say you host a black club. It's called Magic City. And they pay you $20,000 a month. But then you have this white club in Utah that pays you $50,000 a month. What are you doing? You gonna go take that $50,000?
I might. Y'all just might. Y'all just might. But nigga, when I got money, ain't all about money. Nigga, I do a whole lot of shit, nigga. I do a whole lot of interviews and shit for $3,000 and $4,000, knowing what I make over here. I do a whole lot of comedy shows with black promoters who ain't got nothing compared to what I'm getting over here. And I make up for it with my merch. I make up for it when I come to your town, homie, and I try to book me some interviews while I'm in your town because it's about the relationship I'm trying to build with my people. But nah, I ain't turning away from my people. I'm gonna keep the light on them. Deion ain't even putting the light over there to the wide receiver who was on the opposite side of Travis Hunter is just as good, homie. Them still winning without Deion, but you don't hear nobody clapping for them. You don't hear nobody clapping for them, homie. And the whole narrative was hashtag HBCU, and you ain't seen that since Deion left. That's where I'm up at. It ain't about that he went to Colorado. You took the light off the pole. You took the light off some homie who just hoping that you would give them some kind of mention as they try to make it to the NFL from Jackson State. Man, I hope Deion could just mention me. Turned your back on them, on kids who came just because of you. And some of them decided not to go with him. They stayed, and they still winning. And you don't hear no black community, no black platform, no nothing. It's posting them, giving them no highlights. And them done won some offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year. And them balling, homie. Niggas balling.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Man, I didn't either till I just went down there 2 weeks ago for my movie premiere. And nigga, I was in the club with all them little niggas, homie, and they gave me a personal invite. And I said, shit, nigga, I could be there. Yeah, I'll be there December 7th.
I think it's hard for, it would have been hard for his son to get into the league playing at that level. So I feel like he had to up that D1 level.
Yeah, it was for his son. That's what I know.
Yeah, it was for his son.
So it wasn't.
There's nothing wrong with that. You would do something for your son.
Nothing at all. I would most definitely do that for my son. But don't make it like this is for black people. Black people is making it like he's doing this for black people. He's doing this for his son. But in the beginning, nobody would give him a chance to coach nowhere. Nobody. Except there. They gave him a chance. And he came with a false narrative, hashtag HBCU. Every black person in America at that time when he was at Jackson State, you could not get on Instagram and social media and not see this hashtag. Now this hashtag don't exist anymore. That was a portal for black people. If you understand the hashtag game, it's a portal that opens up so many more other things just by having a hashtag. You don't even see it anymore. It's completely erased. So nigga, I don't blame Deion. I blame black people. I just say fuck Deion. And I hope, I saw that, whoever that dude was tried to hurt his son the other day, was it 2 weeks ago?
Oh yeah, he hit his shin.
I was hoping they, bro, I was praying to God in the name of Jesus, he hurt that nigga knee. ACL torn ligament. Man, I was praying for an ACL torn ligament.
He's still going to the league though.
I hope
He's proven. He's proven.
But he won't do good in the league.
Why not?
Black quarterbacks do not do good in the NFL.
Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, it's a lot of them.
But they can't win no championship.
Patrick Mahomes is black.
He ain't black. He's a white kid. He's a white kid with good hair like black people, but he got more good hair like mixed black
so
people.
what makes you black? Your mom got to be black or your dad got to be black?
Your mindset. I think, therefore I am.
His wife is white.
I think, therefore I am.
Most times,
so as a man think it, so is he.
Most time when their mom is white, they go. That's all they know. They go for the woman that they grew up.
But because I just said this the other day. Your mother determined what you are. That's why a lot of little boys is born a male, but their mama make them a female. Based on how she raised him, how he think. Your mother determined what you are. You can be black all day, but nigga, you have a white mind.
What if you grow up with both parents? It's still mother driven?
No, there's no way your mother could supersede your father's presence, his teachings. If you grew up with both parents, there's no way that your mother could supersede your father.
Patrick Mahomes grew up with his mom and dad.
His dad is a drunk.
But he was a baseball player. He played in the major leagues.
Man, but they wasn't together. They wasn't together. His daddy didn't say, "Hey, give me this boy." We're going over your.
Wait, are you assuming this or you know this?
I
or
know
you can
this.
just tell by the way.
Well, man, I do a little research. Like I done some on Haney. He was raised with it. Man, there's no way you will have a black father with a white wife and you grew up with your black side of the family. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way, homie. Because a son can only do what he see his father does. There's no way your black active daddy who like white women is gonna be in your life and you're gonna like white women. And you over here with your black grandmama, your black aunties.
I mean, his mom is white. He grew up with a white mother.
He's a white kid. So who taught him how to put grease in his hair? Not his white mama.
Probably his dad.
Probably his dad?
Maybe.
Nah, man, nigga's a white guy. When I see Patrick Mahoney, I don't look at a black man.
What if he grew up in a white neighborhood? Because sometimes it's not the household, it's the neighborhood too.
It's the zip code. But I grew up in a white neighborhood. 76104 was a predominantly middle class white neighborhood when I was growing up.
Wow, Daniel, New York Avenue.
All that were white people, homie. It wasn't no part of any black people in that neighborhood.
Now it's all black.
Now it's all black. Now I went to Atherton Elementary. I went to Short Elementary, nigga, in Pantego. It was hardly any black. I grew up in a white neighborhood. But your mother determines your mindset if you're raised with her. Same with Drake. Nigga, he didn't grow up with his black dad. He got to go visit in Memphis. But your mother shapes your taste buds. She shapes how you view the world, nigga, because she's your first teacher. She develops your thought process. So as a man think it, so is he. Nigga, you can be black all day long in color, but in soul and spirit, you really white.
But we talked about this before. Okay, you have a white mom. You go to a college full of white women. You're going to end up being around that 24/7. Whether if you're at home or school, you're going to see white girls who are attracted to you, which made him.
I went to school with white girls. All we did was run trains on them and fuck them. But ultimately, nigga, cultural wise, there's no way you go outside of your culture. There's plenty of white people that grew up with all the black kids, niggas still get them a white girl. So your culture shapes you. Nigga, sometimes culture supersedes your home teachers, your home environment. Culturally, he's a white boy, homie. Same with Obama.
Although that his dad is
his daddy is a drunk.
He's still a nigga.
But
you can't put drunk in front of it. It don't change it.
Yeah, it can't. It kills the image of the father. And your mother come home and saying, "Don't you be nothing like your daddy." So your mother gonna shame you not to be like this drunk nigga. Just like our mama, just like homie. So if you can shape a boy into a girl, what makes you think you can't shape him into being something else? The mother who let the little boy prance around the house and the mama in the high heels. Homie, she's shaping him. And the things, so the reason I don't like animals because my mother was afraid of animals. She don't like dogs, she don't like no animals. So I inherited that from my mama. My mom wouldn't even get out the car. Girl, put that dog up. Girl, he don't, my mom, so you see what I'm saying? So you inherit your mother's fears. My son would have been a Mexican nigga had I not had him. He would have been a Mexican nigga. He got a Mexican grandmama, Mexican uncle, Mexican auntie. The family do things as Mexicans. I brought my over here so he can be a.
I see people make jokes about Lil Baby's son a lot. I guess because he's always with Jada Waiter or whatever. Waiter. And he's kind of, he has his little moments where he'll say things a certain way.
Yeah, he's an innocent kid, right?
Yeah.
So why when they do it, I can't do it? Why when I talk about people, kids, I'm the worst person in the world. But I see people online shaming him as if he's gay and he
Yeah.
has no gender role yet. Of course he's gonna naturally pick up his mother ways and the things she say things because he's around her all the time. Children mimic what they see and repeat what they hear. The mannerism. A lot of niggas got their mama's mannerism. That's why they violent and aggressive. Because their mother was violent and aggressive. So it's a lot of got their mother's mannerism because there's no balance.
You feel like men with a father figure are more laid back,
Yeah,
more chill?
yeah. They're more reserved.
Okay, we both know Yayo. He has his mom and his dad in his life. And he's super aggressive. Super angry.
He ain't always been like that.
I heard he's damn near a genius though. Like kids who went to school with Yayo told me he was like in like the advanced classes.
Yeah, but he wasn't always like that until he started playing rapper. He's driven by ego at this point. But prior to Lil Zach, you know, my cousin Lloyd is Lil Zach's dad. He wasn't like that in the beginning. But he also got the whole mama too. Yeah, he got homie. So and he got to kind of want to be gang banging daddy. So he didn't grow up in a real healthy environment. But yeah, I heard he was very intelligent, very smart in school.
But I mean, you said before he turned rapper, but we know he did lose people at an early age. That can kind of turn you
trauma. 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 But prior to that, nigga, he wasn't like this. You didn't hear about him getting in trouble. So this is what I measure. All the bad gangster niggas who I've ever known throughout life was juvenile delinquents. Long before they got 18, 19, 20. They was in trouble in 3rd grade, 1st grade. I ended up in the boys' home with them. I started playing like that because I started meeting these niggas in the 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, and gravitating toward the juvenile delinquent kid. But all from John Gotti to Pablo Escobar to Saddam Hussein, all these people was troubled children. They didn't wait till something happened, and because something happened, they started becoming bad. They was troubled off the get-go. So when you look at these waiting 18, 19, something has happened in their life to shape this behavior.
So wait, most juvenile delinquents, majority of them don't have a father figure?
I ran into some that did, but they had an abusive father.
So it's always something that
it's always something, yeah. I very seldom met a who
just bad just to be bad.
Yeah, it's always something to trigger it. Some kind of childhood trauma, some type of situation or incident that occurs that brings this out of them or changes them to start behaving this way. No child is born bad, homie. Now, no child is born bad, nigga. It's something that had to happen.
You don't think they listen to lyrics or they see things, movies? Remember those 90s movies back in the day? People was watching that shit.
I remember when Colors first came. I started wearing a bandana in my pocket and I started packing a knife. And I had a fight with a white dude who put me in the headlock. I didn't stab him with my knife, but I had a knife. When you listen to Mob James' story, he had an abusive father. Abusive stepfather who beat him for everything because he wasn't his kid. He went outside, it displayed the same behavior to other people as well as to his sister in the home. So it ain't the lyrics, it ain't the movies, it's the trauma that you go through, homie, that shapes you. Because when I saw Colors, yeah, I wanted to gang bang, but I wasn't aggressive and I wasn't violent. I had to go learn to be violent. I ain't no violent nigga, I just know how to be violent because I learned how to be.